Hey guys, I'm your host, Dr. Durag, and today we'll be talking about organization. So, stay tuned. And we're back. So I know it's kind of ironic that I'll be talking about organization today, considering the fact that I was already talking about how unorganized I was. So this is coming from a place of what not to do and what to look out for, rather than I'm a pro at it, so I'm sharing my proness with you. No, I did not do well at this. So we're just gonna be talking through this a little bit, and also this is kind of me teaching myself at the same time. So hopefully you guys can learn something from it, and I hope I can actually pull some stuff from it too. So what exactly is organization? Well, organization is when you're able to manage everything that you have to do throughout a day. Sounds pretty simple, right? But it's not. It's way easier said than done. You see, organization is not just, oh, I have a to-do list, let me do this to-do list. No, organization is, all right, I have this to-do list. What can I add in? And what can I take out? What can I put to the side for a little bit? And what completely needs to go away? What is the most top urgency? Everything like that. There's so many different aspects and attributes that go into organization and being organized and being a organized person, really, in everything that we do. There's so many different things that we have to look out for. And if we don't look out for it, well, you're gonna have a bad time. You see, it's very difficult for someone to manage a proper schedule with it all just being stuck in their head, you know. And here's some little tips and tricks that you could probably do. Rule number one, write it down. You can't keep everything in your head. You have to put stuff down on paper. You have to put something down in writing, just so that way it's laid out for you. I know for me personally, I have a big issue with saying, oh, I'm going to remember it, when I don't remember it. I have a lot that goes on up in this brain, and in order for me to give myself such a deep task of just remembering when I have to do other stuff with my brain throughout the day, that kind of takes its toll. So what you need to do is, if you're giving a task to do, write it down, just so that way it's in front of you for later on, rather than having to sit back and say, oh yeah, I forgot I had to do that. Oh, I can't believe I forgot I had to do that. No, instead it's, oh yeah, I knew I had to do that, and I have done it, and it's right here in my schedule to do. So that's just one thing, just simply writing it down. Get yourself a little notepad, get you a little pen, keep it around with you throughout the day, and just jot down different things that you might need to say or do or have to take care of throughout the day. Now, tip number two, don't bite off more than you can chew. You see, we have a lot of things in our day that we would like to do, that we would like to, strive at, that we would like to get at. But what we have to do is sit back and realize we only have 24 hours in a day. 8 of that needs to be spent sleeping. 3 of that needs to at least be spent eating. And you need time to yourself. So that's at least another 2 to 3 hours. So you're looking at plus 12 hours throughout the day that you have to do for simple maintenance, for self-maintenance. The rest of your day is spent doing everything else. And that's spent with social work, your family, your job, whatever it is else that you have to do. But the rest of that time is spent for that. So be wise in how you spend the rest of that time. Don't try to take on more onto your plate than what you can possibly handle. And then also be a good steward of that time, because you don't get that 24 hours back. So making sure that you have a balance between the two, understanding when to say yes to something and when to say no to it. And that's something that we all struggle with. I know I deeply struggle with that a lot. I don't necessarily know if there's certain things that I can say no to or I can say yes to. The biggest thing is, well, going back to step one, what do I have to do throughout the day? Oh, well, it's written down here. So I know how much time these different tasks take. I need to be a good steward of it. I need to make sure that I know and I understand I can't do everything throughout the day because it's not beneficial. Now, tip number 3, kind of piggybacks off of tip number 2, but tip number 3, your time isn't free. Understand that being organized, you have to make sure that it's progressing you throughout everything. And it has to pay you in some type of way. Make your time pay you. Meaning, don't spread yourself into something that's not going to help benefit in the long run. And it might not even have to benefit you. It could be paying for someone else. But make sure that it's beneficial and you're not just wasting it. You know, these are hours that you're going to sit back and wish and think, oh man, I had all this time. I didn't use it. And now you're kicking yourself in the butt because you didn't use your time properly, or you gave your time for free. Know your worth, know who you are, and know that your time is money. Now, it might not be the money that you can physically grab, but it's gonna pay you. Your time should always pay you in some form or fashion. And to what account is it paying? Is it paying to your entertainment account? Is it paying to your social account? Is it paying to what account is your time paying to you? And is that account either too full or not getting enough attention? I'll let you guys decide that for yourselves. Now, tip number 4, celebrate the score. Regardless of what you do throughout your day, look at your checklist, look at what you've done, and celebrate the tiny victories throughout the day. You know, it may seem small now, but the more you celebrate the small successes, the bigger success is going to be even greater. And you're going to love it. You're going to love everything that happens with it. But celebrate the small successes. You were able to take care of this, you were able to take care of that, you were able to take care of this. And understand that throughout your day, you were productive. You were good. Celebrate the score. Understand what it is and what it means to be happy. Be proud of what it is that you did. Because you did it. Yeah, you were able to take care of everything on your checklist. You were able to take care of everything that you had to do. You did it. Congratulations. Celebrate the score. Celebrate these small successes. Now, with celebrating the score, don't let it be like you're okay with the mediocrity. No. Always strive for bigger and better successes, but appreciate the ones that you do throughout the day because they mean the most and they help you to get to your goal. And finally, step number 5, thrive. Take all of this information that's been given to you and thrive. Use it to your ability. Use it to the best of your ability. Use it to the absolute best that you could possibly do with the things that you are able to do. Take every single moment, every single thing from the rest of your days and just be organized. Now, I know it is a lot easier said than done, and you're gonna have to learn how to, improvise here and there, and sometimes you're gonna have a schedule and things aren't gonna go your way. That's life. And you're just gonna have to be able to bounce back from it. Dust it off, dust yourself off, and get back up to it. But the biggest thing to know, the biggest thing to do is at least try. Go for it. Put forth the effort and do it. And that's the biggest thing you can do. That's the greatest thing you can do, is at least try. Try and watch you succeed. Now, that's all the time that we have for this episode. So make sure you guys check out the description below. I'm going to have a lot of stuff listed for Lifeline Initiative and the Dr. Durag website and different ways that you guys can possibly get involved. Make sure you follow me on all social media. All of that stuff will be in the description below. But thank you guys for watching. And as always, yes, I am a doctor. Don't ask for my degree. Because every Durag I own is another PhD. Doc out.